Westchester County, New York. I'm on a mission to talk to 914 people in the 914. Today I'm at the Crestwood Library to speak to Erica. We talk about her art classes, how she's a Jersey transplant now living in Mount Vernon, and of course, her 3 favorite spots in Westchester. So let's get inside and have an awesome conversation. Let's start with where you live in Westchester and some of your memories and some of the things you can talk about just about living in Westchester.
Absolutely. So I live in Mount Vernon right now. Wasn't always the case. I'm originally a Jersey girl, but to be closer to family, we did move over the bridge and did the whole thing. So we live in the Fleetwood section of Mount Vernon, which is kind of cool because it's a little bit, up-tempo and it's not as sleepy as my Jersey days. So I love the ambiance and the people there, and being so close to Metro North is awesome because I was close because of the Lincoln Tunnel because I was a North Jersey girl. So I still have the same kind of access to the city, which is great. Westchester didn't always feel like home at first. So I wound up finding places that, kind of felt like home.
Yeah.
And I had little ones too at the time, so my son was only 5, and I'm like, where am I going to go? Where am I going to take him? I really didn't know what to do. So here we are at the library, my sanctuary, my home away from home. So I was like, well, perfect.
Nice, yeah, cool. Let's talk about you and what you do and everything.
Cool, yeah. So my name is Erica. Of course, I'm from Enjoy Erica Art Studio. So it's a business that I started up in 2020 doing art classes for the city of New York with a friend. She, encouraged me, mentored me to say, hey, you have this skill. I need someone to do classes for health and wellness. So she's like, take this opportunity and do some paint and sip style classes because they're looking for someone. So I started doing that in 2020. And then last year I started with Launch 1000, which was an entrepreneurial course that encouraged an acceleration of an idea. So since I had this idea, it helped me think through the whole business process and how I could expand my original idea of doing online something to something in person. So at the end of that, when you graduated and did all the stuff, you got a grant, and I was able to then start doing stuff in person. So along with that, I got a certification as an therapeutic art life coach.
Cool.
So doing art classes, really just focusing on health and wellness, because that whole time for me, when everything was shut down, was just really hard, and art kind of saved me.
Yeah,
and so
totally.
I was like, it's like one of those things that, everybody's starting business, but it's more so discovering who I really wanted to be and how I wanted to spend my life purposefully.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I wanted to do. Kind of express myself through art. I've always been a self-taught artist and always interested in creating. And my background is originally in doing kids' birthday parties. So for many years, I worked at places like Bounce You or Funcraft on Central.
Oh, yeah.
So I definitely wanted to just work for myself and still have time with the kids and connect with people doing art.
Cool. That's amazing. I have a definite connection of just that downtime of those years, just being making things as well. That's what I did too, so I feel that. What connection to the Crestwood Library do you have exactly?
Well, the Crestwood, funny enough, was one of the people that I worked with in the launch program. I was networking with them, and they had an opportunity to say, hey, we're looking for someone to do online art classes. Are you available? And so she got me together with the librarian here, Z, and Valerie Litt of Newark, and it's a promotional kind of thing to do art classes with the elderly and the kids. So they'll do the art in person and online for the elderly to kind of connect the two age groups with art. So because of launch, I kind of networked, and now I do art classes here online every Wednesday. So you'll see Art with Erica on Wednesdays here at the Crestwood Library.
Oh, that's amazing. Very, very, very cool.
It's fun. It's a good time.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. So do you deal with mostly kids or kind of all ages?
All ages. So I do work in Mount Vernon. I've done classes with the Westchester Rehab Center. I've done classes not only with Yonkers Library, but with Spark Inc., which is an awesome program for developmentally disabled youth and young people. And they are so awesome to work with. I actually have a class today with them.
Oh, nice.
So we do online classes with them, and they have all other kinds of programs for them as well. So it's really working with the heart of the community and just any age group that's willing to learn, to connect. I have so much experience between birthday parties and just being a creator myself as an adult.
Yeah.
And then also just in general, my mom, my kind of inspiration, she suffers from mental health issues, and when I told her, I was like, I want to make people feel better no matter kind of what they have going on. And she was my inspiration. So anytime I like create something or try to teach something, I have her in mind, like, will mommy be able to follow along with this?
Yeah.
And, you know, for the most part, taking that approach and trying to use my mom as an inspiration, people find the classes really relaxing. And, you know, it's an opportunity to celebrate life. I was like, what better thing to do than to live life celebrating it?
Yeah, totally.
Between music and the arts and everything even happening with education, how those programs are the first ones to go. I'm like, it is so very important just to have that music, that art, that connection with kids and the new generation growing up, you know, that didn't necessarily have the same programs. I was lucky enough growing up that I had the library by me that had like arts and crafts, and, you know, places like this have amazing resources, and they're all free, and they literally enrich your life. When COVID happened, it was like, you know, kind of everybody was sleeping, and now it's like everyone's purposeful. Everyone's trying to enrich their life. They're trying to find something that not just makes them better, but makes it beautiful. You know? So I see a lot of people, especially in Mount Vernon, especially in New Rock. Yonkers has an amazing art scene too. Just everyone investing in arts and investing in creating, because when you create, it attracts positivity, it attracts positive attention, and it beautifying something with art just, you know, makes it really a better place, and it just leaves a ripple effect on wherever art is touched, you know? Yeah,
absolutely. I totally agree. It's amazing to see all the different things, whether it's like going from the small artists to things like Yonkers Arts or these different nonprofits that are popping up, and making it a focus. I hope to be a touch of that too, just like trying to make that a focus, because I know for me, like, I would not have gotten through school if it wasn't for music, and not because I was a bad student. I was actually a very good student, but I just didn't care about anything else. And like, even going into college, and it was just like taking these bogus classes I didn't want to take. The only thing that kept me going was just like, well, like, music is at the end of this, and I get to do music at the end.
Music was dangling like a little carrot at the end for you.
Yeah. Name 3 of your favorite Westchester spots.
You know, that's the hardest question, and I don't know why, but because there's so many amazing places in Westchester, and being a Jersey girl coming to Westchester and finding these newfound homes. And it's so funny to say, it's like whatever was free was for me, because being a mom, you know, you're looking for something affordable. So, of course, library, number one, between Mount Vernon and Bronxville and Yonkers, plus the plethora of other cool Westchester libraries, favorite place to be. You'll find me, you know, doing a story time with the kids, or letting them sit there while I scroll my life away and they're playing Roblox or Minecraft. There's still, like, you know, something to be said about having that imagination kind of provoked, whether it's reading and stuff. So, of course, number one, library. Gotta go to the library. It's free. It's for me. And number 2, my second favorite free part, Westchester County parks actually have an amazing system too. So Tibbetts Brook, always there with the kids, and they always have awesome summer events and things to do. And then, last but not least, Stu Leonard's.
Stu Leonard's?
Stu Leonard's, why not?
Yeah,
it's
awesome.
an easy go-to, you know? So I don't think I've ever tried anything from there that I was like, ugh. And then, you know, on a Saturday when they have the samples, it saves us. And then it's like
lunch when you're going for shopping.
And it's like the Disneyland of supermarkets.
It really is, yeah.
So the kids pressing the buttons and the Chiquita banana. I mean, I could be a Chiquita banana right now.
I remember that from when I was a kid, when they first opened that Stu Leonard's, and going around and just like pressing the Chiquita banana, or the cow that comes out and moves.
And I'm picking out my steaks, and I'm like, oh, singing along to the Chiquita banana. I'm like, you children, what have you done to me? But at the end of it all, you're sitting there and you have your Dole Whip, your ice cream, and I'm just like, oh, this is such a nice day. You'll see the sun setting on the hill, and you sit by the bench, and it's an always good, guaranteed go-to.
Yeah.
The Jersey girl in me is like, oh, I'll go to the Paramus one, but nah, Yonkers feels like home.
Awesome. Well, thank you for doing this. Thanks for having me here today.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for being so open. Your stuff is awesome.
Thanks. Appreciate it.